You know, have you ever heard of the story who...
Have we heard of the story who?
The story who? No. Have you heard of the story between two whales, a father and a son? And the young son was eager to know, sort of, what are the facts of life? Where do I come from? So the father explained it and whatnot, and he said, do you understand that, son? And the son went, yeah, I do, thanks, Dad. Now I know. And he goes, oh, you're welcome.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Awful.
We're Hack the Dino. This is our gaming cast.
That gets a wah.
Where we bring you the only the best whale semen jokes. That's right. Here's another one for you.
No. There is only two jokes. One of them was the best, and that not great.
What do you mean?
There can't be more than one of the best whale semen jokes.
There's plenty of whale semen jokes.
No, you're one of them.
Well, what did Moby Dick eat? Semen. He ate semen. Like the
Do you know, I once knew a guy whose last name was Stain, and he joined the Navy.
Yeah?
He became Seaman Stain. And that is a legitimate thing. Like, I'm not even joking.
Do you know, and I am surprised this hasn't been done. Maybe it has been done. Braden, you might have to fact check this. So you've got the X-Men, right?
Oh, boy.
Who are heroes. And then you wonder who came before. So you got the A-men who were like the top of the range and the best ones. And then you get the B-men who were really, really great. And then you got, come on, say it with me. Say it with me. Come on, you can feel it.
D-men.
The C-men coming at you. Right in your eye. Hurts. Stings a bit. What are we talking about tonight? Oh, yeah, Floppy.
Size doesn't matter.
You started me on this
We're talking
track.
about how size does not matter in games.
I like the way Anto's just sitting back, shaking his head, going, "This revamp cannot come quick enough."
I like that you think the revamp's going to change Ben's attitude to these big show intros. No, we're going to talk about how size doesn't matter when it comes to games. Smaller games, cheaper games. Great ones coming in 2024. We're going to check out some of them, see if there's a little bit in there for everyone here. We'll talk about Game Club, what game we've been playing, and what we're going to play next.
Anto, what are you
Hope
going to
it's
talk
one
about?
of mine.
What am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool. I've thought about it
It's
yet.
a mystery box.
Anto did a lot of talking last episode.
Yeah.
Well, Anto's allowed to.
We'll do the J.J. Abrams approach. Mystery box.
Mystery
which
box?
is why the Star Wars sequels were garbage.
That's purely because there was no script written.
Yeah.
And
I
no
enjoyed
plan.
them.
Well, of course you did.
I enjoyed them more than Revenge of the Sith.
Well,
Best one.
That's not hard.
Best one?
Best one.
Fuck off.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, right. Okay.
Clone Wars was the worst one.
Empire Strikes Back
Clone Wars was awful, and you're correct. Empire Strikes Back is
is the best one.
Nah,
Yes.
that's
Return of the Jedi is my favourite one, though.
No.
It was just a movie to
Ewoks.
sell toys.
I
And
said
if
it was
you
my
want to
favourite
see
one. I didn't say it
3
was
to
the best
4
one.
white men talk about Star Wars, you can visit any other YouTube channel. But here we're talking about video games, which is a completely original thing that we do.
That's right. Hey, how's
possibly.
Outlaws, Braden?
Oh boy!
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Seaman. We have a little club.
Do we?
A game club.
We do.
Floppy, what's about the game club?
Game Club is our little club that
F1
includes
race. Game
us.
club. Don't forget your Tetris.
us here and I believe a couple of Patreon members. Does it include now? Is that something that we
not
might
yet.
be looking at?
That'll be for the relaunch.
Something that we're looking at is including Patreon members, where we all have games that were nostalgic to us, that meant something to us, that we would love other people to experience. Some would have heard this in book clubs where everyone gets to read a book. We decided to do it with games. So we have all made a list of games that we would like the others to experience. And we have gone through each fortnight and rolled a good old dice to pick odd games, and then we all get to play them and give our thoughts about them. This week, or for the last 2 weeks, we have played Blaster. I keep wanting to say Master Blaster. Blaster Master from the NES. For some reason.
Because it's fucking awesome.
It's
That's
not,
why.
It was shit.
Oh, wow. Someone's really bad at games.
I had a great time with it because it was difficult.
As we're discussing this, Braden
Braden
didn't do their homework.
I'm going to be playing it live.
Oh, I'll go first because obviously we all know what I thought about this. I only played this for like an hour.
Yep.
But I fucking hated it. First of all, I couldn't work out the fucking controls. I mean, no, look, they weren't hard, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
It is an NES game, so you've got two buttons,
Two buttons,
up, down, left, right.
And I forgot that because I'm using a Pro controller. I was playing on the Nintendo Switch Online, so I've got a lot of buttons and I'm pressing them all. I also didn't realize you could get out the vehicle. And
look,
I will say, I spent like maybe 3 minutes trying to get the car into the tiny door. I don't know I don't like what it looks like. I don't know what the story is.
Truth be told, what do you mean? There's right at the start. His frog runs away and you go after it. That's the story.
That's the fucking story.
You're after your frog, Floppy.
Why am I in a tank?
Because he has one just lying around. What teenager doesn't have a tank to go underground and find his frog?
To elaborate further, the story, as is true with most games from sort of any time before the 2000s, is in the
instruction
manual.
Yeah.
Which you have to Google because it doesn't include it in Switch Online for some reason.
Yeah, that is it.
Or just get the manual.
I found it the firing thing quite redundant. It was a lot easier to just dodge all the enemies.
Yep, correct.
So what's the point in fucking firing? Did not like the bosses. I hated it.
All right.
And the sound was fucking annoying.
Oh!
I turned it off. Usually I don't even hear it. This was annoying enough that I heard it. And I had to turn it off.
Oh.
Shit sound.
So, Anto,
Hello.
how does it feel to be my favourite?
It was too fucking hard. It was too fucking hard too.
Look, no, this is a super hard game.
It was so hard.
This is, we've said it numerous times. I've said it numerous times. This was one of my games that I got as a present for Christmas
So
or my
sorry.
birthday. And I loved it. I loved the sprites. I loved the art. This
That
is
was
exactly
the
my
year that
jam.
Ben decided to hate Christmas.
The soundtrack is an absolute freaking banger.
Incorrect.
This music is amazing.
Ben's calling it a soundtrack. There are like two themes, which is the main level overworld theme and the boss music.
Yeah, and they both fucking rule, don't they?
Both
mate?
slap. Yeah, they're great.
So we were talking about it's not Sunsoft, who is it?
It's Sunsoft.
It is Sunsoft.
I think it's called some shit.
Sunsoft are really well known for utilizing different parts of the MIDI keyboard or the
sound chip.
The sound chip that you can on the NES. Like, I remember listening to a YouTube video or report or whatever they call it, documentary maybe, where they decided to.
USA.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of focusing on particular instruments, primarily a lot of people focused on the bass or what synthesized the bass. They decided to go for the lighter end and highlight different aspects of the music. So you get this a lot more memorable soundtrack coming through. Anyway, I love this game. I love it. I always have loved it to death. And they remade it, and it was a Switch launch title. The
Blaster
remake.
Master Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a sequel
They
too.
didn't have any good
did.
games to
Two
remake, or
This was a good game. That's why it's famous and well looked after, and you're not.
incorrect? It was just the best of a bad lot at the time, I guess.
Oh, the Switch launch.
I meant on the NES.
Yeah. What could possibly have launched on the Switch? Anyway, Anto, what did you think of this spectacular piece of archaic
I
technology?
really enjoyed the 2 or 3 hours I spent with it. I think I got up to either the 3rd or the 4th boss out of 8.
I just want to point out as well, Michael Towns streamed this.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
So I got to the point where you gain the ability to hover and fly around in the tank. And at that point, I was like, okay, I can see this being the sort of game I would come back to if I had
Really?
a day off but didn't have other plans.
I've never finished this game, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's super fun. Like, I had a good time with it. I like the fact that it's got 2D side-scrolling and then this sort of top-down
The isometric
approach.
Yeah.
There's not really a huge amount to say that you haven't already covered as far as like the soundtrack being great.
Incorrect.
Visually, the color palette is a bit limited.
I like the
but,
way our opinions are incorrect.
Dude, get better ones and then fix it.
the color palette's a bit
Okay,
limited,
boomer.
but
Fuck off, I'm not
overall, if I were to give this an arbitrary Anto score out of 10, it'd be like 8.1.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was not me being a dickhead. That was genuinely surprised.
Yeah, no, I had a good time with it. It's fun. It plays well. Controls are nice.
I think it's a good 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's a very solid game. Like, if you gave me a choice of playing this, Clue Clue Land, or some other garbage NES title, I would absolutely pick
Look,
this.
there was a lot of garbage
yeah,
on
but like-
the NES.
There was way better games.
Yeah, but look, if you're a kid who's just given to this because your parents go, your parents go into the shop one day, your birthday's coming up, and they go, what's a good game that's just come out? And the shop attendant just goes, that one.
That one. Yeah, but that's not playing it because it's a good game. That's playing it because it's all you've got.
But I mean, I had Little Red Hood growing up.
I would
That is not a
argue-
good game. But I got it for my birthday, so I was stuck with it. And guess what? Now that game's worth like $150.
I would
So- make it a
argue
good
that,
game,
like,
No,
in the-
well, quite the opposite.
In the 80s and 90s especially, like, it wasn't a case of, finding out whether a game is good by watching a video review or whatever. You had the box art to go on and, like, maybe the odd magazine review.
100% agree. Very, very misleading.
And, like, it's okay to say that a game isn't to your taste. But yeah, I had a good time with it. I probably would play more. I'd like to get, like,
Play the remake.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Give
I'd
the
like to
remake
get the modern sort of re-release.
I would check out the remake
Yeah.
just to see the difference between this.
It's
'cause
exactly the same,
it's-
dude.
I legit thought the controls on this rubbish.
No, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
The remake is exactly the
It's the
same.
same, just-
It
done
looks
in,
the
like,
same and
modern
it controls
pixel
the same?
Yep.
Totally not checking out the remake.
Brayden, you're playing it live now as we
I
talk.
am. You'll see how terrible I am at these
Oh, you're getting
No,
better.
you've done better than
old
I have.
games. I tell you what, to start off with, at least for these first couple minutes that I was playing it, I was like, man, this music rips. Now that I've been listening to it non-stop for the last 5 minutes straight, it's like, okay,
It does not stop, does
getting
it?
a
It
bit
just
through
keeps going and going
it does
and
keep going, but I can see the appeal. I can see not being disappointed by this back in the day.
Sorry, okay, Sweden.
This is, for me, this is designed for people who really, really liked the original Metroid.
And really, really hate themselves.
I wouldn't say they have to hate themselves.
Well, it worked for me.
I think that's just a you thing. mate.
It's just a Ben thing.
But yeah, no, it was good fun.
Hey, why go against the popular opinion?
I really found the controls were heaps sluggish.
Oh, they are, especially underwater. They suck ass.
Oh yeah, I was about to complain.
Like I
about
never
this.
quite
This
knew
sucks.
how far I was going to go before when I hit the left or right button to turn around. Like that Mario game where wherever you stop, you slide a bit.
Yeah.
All of
You
them?
kind of
On
like
the
that.
ice level.
No, was it Mario 3 that we did?
I mean, I like this game because it's a lot of exploration as well. It's like that Zelda. And
Look, I do
I'm
like
a
the
sucker
maps.
for
All right.
exploration games.
The maps are cool.
The maps are cool.
What are the levels? The levels are cool designs. I'll give it that. Positive.
All right.
There's a positive for you.
Get out of the truck break. There you go. Little duck
Took me
hand.
way too long to figure out you could do that.
Didn't you say
Yeah,
you
I
did?
think I have been given an inherent.
Oh, this is the
bonus.
boss battle.
I have
Yeah,
been
that's the
given
boss
an
door.
inherent bonus by Ben telling me the controls before I got started.
I dare say there was probably somewhere I could have looked.
Okay, so this is the boss, Braden.
Oh god, am I
You'll
gonna
love
die?
this. Yeah, you're going to get reamed.
Are they eyeballs?
That's what I thought they were growing up as a kid. Still don't know what they are.
I think they're little robots.
They're little robots. That's one thing that also annoyed me as well, because he's right-handed. If you
Yeah,
go to the
it's-
left-hand side
yeah,
of the
you
screen,
can't hit it.
Really annoying.
I actually really like that now. I think it's a good little puzzle technique.
Oh yeah, I was no like that's a cool detail.
Anyway, we're not going to get to the boss before it's time
Townsy
to
had
stop
a
talking.
comment on the thing that Floppy says game sucks, then Floppy suggests text adventure.
Well, I think everyone should go play it. It's on Switch Online, or you can buy the remake, which is also equally as good. The music is fucking awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It really is. And you can go and listen to the many covers that metal bands have done of the music theme.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good.
Wow.
There's one called, who are they called? Vomitron, I think.
Aptly named.
And they do really cool covers, like heavy metal covers of video game music. And this is one they do really
I forgot
well.
I added games to my list. I have actually done it.
Oh, sweet. All right. So, overall, Brain, what would you get? Will we ranking this out of 10? Why not? What will you give it out of 10?
Are we? I'd give it a solid, maybe like a 5 or a 6.
You'd give it a 6.
Like it's not incredible.
What are you talking about? There's a freaking skull flying at you.
I've seen.
What game do you have a flying skull coming at you, Braden?
I think
None, that's right.
So
Doom.
many.
Doom.
Doom.
No.
Yeah, you do.
This came
They're
first.
flaming ones too.
No.
What?
This is a cyborg one. That's like the Terminator.
I would
Cross
give
the
it
Toxic Crusader.
a 3 out of 10. I do
I'm
like
really
the
sick of this music by
design
now.
of the character. Not the tank, but your character. I like the design of that. Those skulls do look cool.
God, I love watching this because Braden's making all the same mistakes I did as a kid.
While playing this game.
All right, it's time to...
Can we do a quick recap of what games we've got on our list now that we've all added some,
I've
just
just
for the
added
people
a bunch
watching?
to mine.
I reckon we should leave them as a surprise.
You reckon?
Yeah, let's leave them for the surprise for everyone at home.
Oh, what has Anta added?
All right. So it's time. So I'm out of the running. So we're down to a...
Why? Your choice last.
It was my
Yeah,
choice
that's
last. So we've got Floppy, Anto, or Brayden. So Brayden...
Three-sided die, please.
Three-sided die.
Here we go.
Three-sided die.
All right, here we go. Two.
Anto.
Oh, shit.
All right, so we need a...
Four-sided die.
We've got 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Supermetric.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see...
Sorry.
Yeah, that one. All right, here we go. 2.
Yo, you're all playing Rystar.
we are too.
I remember you pulling this up on something. I think was this a like a gauntlet style thing?
No, this is like a 2D platformer in the same vein as like Sonic or Bubsy or...
Oh, I remember this. You brought it up in another
Play as a
segment
little
at some point.
Starman, and you've got stretchy arms. You can bounce yourself off
Yeah,
stuff.
you weren't here.
Super cool.
I want to say maybe Zach was here, and we were talking about this. You brought it up in an older segment at some point. I remember this.
Rystar. All right, so we're going to be playing Rystar this week. And again, if you are like Michael Townsend, stream it, or you want to be in on the action, or give us your thoughts on the games, head on over to our Discord server, which you can find at hackthedino.com. Join, jump on in, have a chat, and let us know what you think of Rystar.
What can we play this on, Anto?
You can probably find it in a browser if Ben is able to look that up in a bit.
Oh,
but I
Zach
also
with
have,
a yeah, the boys.
I've also got a couple of collections for PS3 that this is on, so I can loan them out if people need them.
I got a PS3.
I have a pirate.
I was going to say,
account.
failing that, I also have absolutely legally obtained files that I am happy to share.
I will also be playing
This looks like Sonic.
legally obtained
It really
files.
does look like Sonic, doesn't it? It's like a Sonic clone.
Well, I mean, it was designed by
Whoa!
some of the guys who did Sonic, so...
Looks better than fucking Blaster Master.
It was a
Blaster.
16-bit system. Back the fuck off.
I just meant generally, not the actual graphics. Although they are
It's
there.
really cool. The music's great. It looks like really, really pretty. The power
Why
of
are the
scrolling
trees
in the background's
asparagus?
nice.
The trees are asparagus.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Floppy,
Yes.
there's something you want to talk about. You want to get off your chest.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's something that comes up every now and again, and I feel like we just need to clear the air and say size doesn't matter. It's all about how well it plays and how much it costs.
And massive dongs.
Oh, no, I was talking about games.
I'm talking about massive dongs.
Size doesn't matter. I was looking at the games. We've got big AAA games that come out for the rest of the year, and we all know them, and they're huge, and they cost like $110, $120. Rightly
And
so.
they
They
just
should.
rip a hole right in you.
They should.
Just tear that thing asunder.
I wanted to have a look at some games that were coming out that are smaller games. That were sub $70.
Sub.
Sub 70 bucks.
Jesus.
They
What
suck.
do you mean,
Australian
Jesus? They're all
dollars.
less. That's less.
Australian dollars. So we're
Also
talking about
kangaroo coins.
$2.50 for those of you in America.
Yes. So I've got a bunch of games that I've put together. I think there's going to be a little bit of something here for everyone. But yeah, they are all at least $70 or less, which is now on the cheaper side. It's nearly half of what a full price game will come out at.
I like the
about
way,
120 bucks.
incidentally, people complain about the cost of games nowadays. Back in the 90s, do you remember what like a Super Nintendo game cost?
Like anywhere from 120 to 160.
Correct!
And when you earned like $3 an hour. So
Like, let's just see. Brayden, can you just do a check on inflation? What would $120 back in 1992 be compared to now?
Okay, I'm gonna search Mario inflation.
Wait, that's my PC!
Yeah, it came up
yeah,
automatically.
why was it at the top of the list?
Why was it bookmarked?
$120
Was it-
in 1992 is worth $269.03 today.
There
don't
you go.
complain.
Don't complain. Shut up.
It's like, did you see
We
the
love you,
news
viewers,
that,
but
did you see the news about like the PS5 getting
price
more
hike.
expensive price hike in Japan?
Yep.
Yep.
You know that only brought it up to what we pay now in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
No, they,
Yeah.
they weren't affected by the price rise that happened like 2 years ago.
But
And-
even then, they're still lower than that.
Also, their yen is really struggling at the moment. So, like, they
Yeah.
need to in order to stay in
Everyone's
business.
like, "Oh my god, it's going up," and I'm like, "No, they're just the same as the rest of us now."
There you go. Michael Townsend in the live chat says Street Fighter 2 Turbo was $140.
$140.
Yep.
That'd
I
have
remember
been
paying
like-
that.
You guys got maybe you didn't.
It's the Australia tax. No, we did.
Anyway,
Oh, yes, the PS5 Pro. You're just seeing that.
no,
now.
the artist's impression, the leaked thing. Well, I did a sketch of
That's just
something I
what
saw
I-
once.
Slim.
So I love it. They're like, oh, we have an image of it. This is our drawing on top of the image. It's like,
Yeah, this is a drawing we did of a thing we saw.
stupid.
Well done. Come out with some actual info.
Pro's not going to be worth it. Don't buy one.
All right,
What?
Dustborn.
Dustborn.
Dustborn is a game that got released today. It's a $70 game, so this is on the higher end of what I called the cheaper games. It is a single-player, story-driven action-adventure game about hope, love, friendships, robots, and the power of words.
I like the look of this.
It looks great, doesn't it?
I liked the look of this one. This
I
had a
like
good
that
trailer.
Doctor Strange is in the back there looking very sexy. He's
You
doing
play-
his best George Michael.
You play Pax, an exile, a con artist, a noble, which I
what?
think is has a person that has the ability to weaponize language, a noble.
Oh, like me.
Looking for a new life and a way out, Pax has been hired to transport an important package from Pacifica to Nova Scotia, just like Johnny Mnemonic. Across the justice-controlled American Republic sounds like a legit reason for a road trip, right?
Yep.
Pack your bags, assemble a crew with their own peculiar powers, and get ready to travel the country. I get very Borderland vibes from this.
I get very robots are cool.
But yeah, I get it, like fun, over the top humor. I think by the looks of it, I like the cell shaded look, the whole power of words and like weaponizing language. I find very interesting. So this is something that I actually saw this trailer when I was doing research for the show and pre-ordered the game immediately. So I've got it waiting for me at a store.
That was
Nice.
cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember seeing the reveal trailer for this and being like, "Oh, that looks interesting." And now seeing
Like
the launch
Borderlands-
trailer.
Borderlands meets Hi-Fi Rush sort of thing.
Do you have the
Ooh, yeah, I can see
publisher
that.
for this? Who made it?
No, I didn't write that down.
Oh, be interested to know.
What do you think, Anto?
It looks interesting, but it's not the sort of thing that I would pay this kind of money for.
No, so I saw this as very much a Braden and myself style of thing.
Oh, not me.
Like,
And look, that guy is me, so...
so even though I'm not a huge advocate of things like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Deluxe and all that stuff, it is the sort of thing that if it comes to those libraries and
You would
I've
try
got
it
it at
out.
the time, I would try
Yeah.
it, and if I enjoy it, I'll go and buy it.
Anto, Michael Towns in the live chat wants to know, is Dustborn set before or after Bloodborne?
Depends on how many umbilical cords you eat.
Wow.
Like in real life? Or because, you know, that placenta burger? Mwah.
Interestingly enough,
What do you think? Oh, sorry.
the developer of this is Quantic Dream.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. What do you think of the art style, Anto?
I think it looks great. Visually, it's really appealing.
Look at that.
Kind of getting Mad Max, Borderlands, Hi-Fi Rush meets Telltale, Walking Dead vibes.
Meets a little bit of just sort of Life is Strange style.
Yeah.
I would say more Life is Strange. That's
Yeah.
the vibe I'm getting off it. A little bit more cartoony to perhaps fit in the light-hearted tone of the game, I'm
Look
assuming.
at that. That guy is me. What the fuck? I should get rights. Or something.
You'd be like the Florida Joker guy trying to sue Rockstar.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be that guy. Anyway, all right, next one I picked up. I'm going to get Anto to read out because I can't pronounce the name of it.
Thaumaturge.
Pardon?
Thaumaturge.
You're welcome. Beg your pardon. Sorry.
Am I reading the rest?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. So this is coming out, if it's not already out.
It's out this year.
It's currently $55. Thaumaturge is an isometric, story-rich RPG with a unique take on turn-based combat. Character development features and investigation mechanics sees you facing morally ambiguous choices set in a world teeming with mysterious powers and strange ethereal beings called salutors. Sounds like a Resident Evil 4 enemy.
There is like one more line that didn't fit on that page.
Cool. Alternate choices, dealing with the aftermath of developing your characters and using psychic strikes.
Yeah,
Whatever
so
that means.
alternate choices, so you can alternate between choices, deal with the consequences of those choices, build up your own character, and use psychic strikes as an attack.
Oh, okay.
I think this looks really cool. I like the dark sort of tone. There was like this isometric view when you were outside that I sort of dug. Right, yeah, just like look at that.
It's giving like Disco Elysium with turn-based combat.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
And I don't usually dig turn-based combat, but I think this is the kind of thing where, depending on how it's done and how much time it takes to do the turn-based combat, I could really dig it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Ben, me, or...
Either anyone else.
Not me.
Cool.
I'm honestly excited. I already have looked ahead to see what the next game is, and I'm very excited to talk about that.
Yeah, so this game isn't really grabbing me.
Yeah,
No.
it's not really my sort of vibe either. Like, Disco Elysium, that sort of aesthetic of like...
Dirty.
It's not even that, like...
Filthy.
It's just grimy.
I feel like there are
Filthy
some
bitch.
games. There are some games that still hold on to like the grey and brown color palette of like the initial part of the HD console era.
Yep.
the
that
Commodore 64
just
era.
turns me off. I like games that have a really sort of specific art style and like
They're very dynamic.
yeah, they need to be more visually appealing.
Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of sort of the dark overtones that sort of take from the story then being represented visually, if that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, I will definitely be checking it out. Next one, Ben, I put in because I thought you would really like this, and
Okay.
Braden as well. And I'm keen on it, but I thought you might like to read this one out.
All right, Shim. I've never heard of this one. So I'm keen to see what
Really?
it is. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think this is right up your alley.
$60 in October. Shim is a game about jumping from shadow to shadow. Already sounds cool. While interacting with a relaxing and lively environment. Oh, yeah, also sounds good. A Shim is the soul of a spirit of an object, thing, or living being. Oh, so that's
A
Shintoism.
liver being.
A liver being. So Shintoism. Everything in the world has one. A Shim should never be separated from their thing. This does happen to your Shim. So Peter Pan. The Shim who is attached to a human being is separated from them early on in the game. A beautiful abstract world as a 3D platformer. Each level has its own scenery with small stories.
Look at this.
This looks really cool.
It does look cool.
So it's a puzzle game, essentially, really. 3D platformer puzzler, would you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd
you
say
got to wait for like
platformer
almost,
puzzler.
almost like some Frogger. Was that?
Puzzle former.
So you got to
I
use
lick your bum bum down.
I lick your bomb down.
Oh,
Informer.
Informer. Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, I thought you'd really dig this.
Yeah, this is cool.
I don't know if it should be $60, but I guess it depends on how big the game is.
Also
guess.
depends on the size of the studio. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy to give a little bit more money to a
100%.
smaller studio.
I'm happy to pay whatever the studio has decided the game should be if I like the game.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
But yeah, there we go.
No, that was cool.
Next one I put in because I'm very keen for a friend of the show, Angie, who's been on here for Weird Games, Would You Play Them, is very keen for and brought to my attention. This is coming out in October, $60. Squirrel with a gun. And yes, you play a squirrel with a gun. Think of kind of like a more
It's like Goat
refined
Simulator.
goat simulator, yeah. So this is actually the scene where the squirrel gets the gun and how that happens, which is all very just quite humorous, I like. So as the neighborhood's most obnoxious rodent, develop a knack and a love for crime and mayhem in pursuit of golden acorns in this nutty sandbox shooter and puzzle platformer.
Sorry, Dylan the villain wants me to do this in the chat.
What's that?
Squirrel's got a gun.
Fight tooth, claw and gun
Just begun.
to escape a secret underground facility and defeat the agents.
Everybody is on the run.
Ooh, that's really bad.
feel
Navigate
like the
unique
target
puzzle challenges to
reticle
collect all the
is
golden acorns by
acorn.
by getting creative with how you use your arsenal of weapons, using weapon recoil to give yourself a boost. So yeah, shoot the gun to fly backwards. So a bit of puzzling.
I was going to say, like, I remember seeing a trailer for this a while ago, or I may have got it confused with another title, but I'm pretty sure it's got, like, platforming mechanics where you use different weapons' recoil to, like, fling yourself into
Yeah.
different areas,
To get
which
up-
is a super interesting concept.
So it's just ragdoll's physics, yeah?
I think it's definitely got some physics-based elements. I don't think I'd call it ragdoll. That's more like
Look at the
human
guy he
full-
just shot.
Look at that. It's more human full front. Yeah, but he's not ragdolling. He's just
He
broken.
ragdolled when he got his
He's
face blown
broken.
off.
John Squeak.
Squeak. But yeah, collect enough golden acorns to unlock hidden sections of the game. This looks like a super amount of fun.
It does look ridiculously fun.
I mean, whether it's going to be one of those things that's fun for an hour, I don't know.
Like
And
Goat
then-
Simulator?
See, like, I am not a huge fan of Goat Simulator. I think it's funny. I couldn't sit there and play that. I don't mind someone else playing it while I'm doing things and I can watch it. Like Thomas plays it, loves it, absolutely loves it, and plays it heaps and just loves getting different costumes for his goats and things. And I think he would probably like this, but I don't know how I feel about the whole gun thing with it. But we'll see.
He's driving a little RC car.
It
Okay.
looks stupid
It does
fun.
look ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think realistically, this is the sort of thing that if it has like specific mission structures and like maybe stealth mechanics, that kind of thing, it would be worth sticking with. I personally wouldn't pay anything more than maybe $30 for this kind of thing.
Well, you'd be paying 50. No, wait. Sorry.
60
60.
bucks if you get it. So these are all, I will add, these are all games that are coming out physically.
That changes things then.
I chose
Yeah.
to go with physical games
That does
As
change
you should.
things.
because if you look at the digital games coming out with small games, there is an
Too many.
there is an immeasurable amount of them, and a lot of them just look like shovelware. So
Not on the Switch.
yeah. So I chose to go with physical games that are coming out under $100. So I felt like that had a little bit more sort of gravitas to why you would pay that much, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Wait, sorry. Did it say outfits?
I believe so.
Can you dress up your little squirrel?
I think you may.
I'll look it up.
Thank you, Brad. Very important.
Next one.
$20 says there's a John Wick costume. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, I goddamn hope so. Actually, the next two are kind of I thought very Braden. But this one is called A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead.
Based off the films?
Yes.
No one has made a video of all the different outfits in Squirrel with a Gun, so someone get on that.
But yes, next game is A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. So this is coming out in October. It's $50. It's a single-player horror adventure game. So, I mean, I thought the theme might like Braden might like the theme. Probably not play the game.
Oh, yeah, totally my vibe.
That highlights a unique survivor story of the invasion of deadly creatures. If anyone's familiar with the films, where people have to be silent and use things like sign language and stuff like that, very cool idea. And they
Give birth in a bathtub.
Yep. They're quite terrifying because the whole concept of trying to not make sound is just almost impossible. In this exclusive spin-off experience, the journey of a young woman who must endure a treacherous apocalypse in the midst of interpersonal family conflicts, all while coming to terms with her own inner fears. So, unnerving atmosphere, an untold story within the movies, and discover your own path. So,
I mean, you asked me personally, if I'm in the A Quiet Place universe and I've got inner fears, I'd quickly realise that they don't mean shit next to giant aliens that can snap your face off.
That's easiest to say than to do, probably. But yeah, so I like this is right up my alley with this whole survival horror, choice and consequence style thing.
Big Alien Isolation vibes.
Yeah, not just that, but sort of like I get like Telltale vibes almost, or like Until Dawn, Dark Pictures anthology style of things. So I'm down with this. Have you guys seen any of the films?
I've watched both of them.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah, there's a third one coming, isn't there?
Third one's already out.
It is already out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've seen the first two films. I haven't seen the newest one.
Yeah, I saw the first two.
I will shout out, in this gameplay footage, the first thing they show is your character picking up an inhaler, which is... And you look in the top left corner, it has a lungs mechanic.
Oh, God.
So I assume you have to hold your breath at different points, and your lungs can give
As an
out.
asthmatic.
Well, funny enough, one of the pre-order bonuses for pre-ordering this is DLC to get extra asthma inhalers. Oh my God. So I don't look. I'm sure there's a good reason. Part of the story is to asthmatic and how it's going to, holding your breath and doing that. So don't hold your breath, fart instead.
It's actually just about the American healthcare system and how expensive all this shit is.
Cat like Sparky in the chat. Asthma in the video games. I feel seen.
Coda has always said to me in any like hypothetical real world apocalypse situation, she would just give up because her lungs would give out before she had a chance to do anything else.
Yes.
Oh man, this is brilliant. I think this is going to be really cool. I don't know how I feel about the movement mechanics, like to open doors and do things, because
Right.
like if anyone's been paying attention, it's got like a left stick to move and open the doors. So there's obviously going to be a mechanic where like everything makes noise. You can't sort of ever really feel 100% safe.
Yeah.
Because like even if you open a door and there's a squeaky joint, bam, monster could be on your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those really tension building sort of just terrified to do anything sort of for the games, which I'm like, I hope it's not a hugely long game because those things are really cool in shorter doses. So I don't know how long it is. Sort of.
Again, Michael Townsend in the live chat just said it'd look really good in VR.
Oh, fuck that.
And it uses the mic to hear how loud you are.
So I was just thinking it'd be cool because back in the day, the Famicom, the NES in Japan,
Second controller.
had this microphone in one of the controllers.
Really?
Yeah. So
The Famicom did?
Yeah, the Famicom did. So imagine having that with a game like this.
Well, that's already been done. That was done in Alien Isolation.
I remember you saying, yeah.
So one of the things in Alien Isolation, when I didn't realize when I first started playing it, was if you had a PS4 camera or an Xbox One Connect, the game would use the microphone to listen to the ambient noise in the room. And I was playing the game and I was hiding in a locker and I was watching the alien unfurl from the ceiling and hunt around looking for me. And my partner came in and just spoke to me because I was just in the lounge room playing a game, and the alien heard and went whack, and then just came straight at me.
That's crazy.
I shit.
Yeah.
I
just a statement. Just a statement. I shit. Oh, good to know, Floppy.
Shit my pants.
My
it was terrifying.
biggest concern with games like this is and I don't think the developers listening to us, but if they are, less is more. Don't show the monster every 2 seconds.
Hey,
like,
Anto?
build tension.
You should be talking to the film studios because the first film, when they barely showed them,
Yeah.
awesome. Immediately started showing them way more, and now the third film is just covered in them.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's lost all the magic.
It's
Yeah.
the Cloverfield effect.
yeah.
Cloverfield, first film, really good because you don't see the monster until the very end, even though it's a Godzilla.
Yeah.
Every subsequent Cloverfield film, like, you know.
I like the Alien 3 thing where Alien, you don't see it.
Yep.
One alien, you don't see it. It's terrifying.
Number 2, action film.
Aliens, you know what they look like, and you know what you do expect, so they give you more of it. Still, and it's more terrifying.
But that was
Alien
a different
3
genre. That was a different genre of film.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the first one you had
was-
psychological thriller,
Yep, horror.
The second one was just action film. So you needed that.
But it was horror still.
yeah,
So,
but it
like,
was
there
more
those-
action.
There was
There
those
was still the
scenes.
slow-paced moments with like the face huggers in the locked room and
Yeah, and like when they're
that kind of
going, when they're like, they're in the room, it's inside the room, and then they go into the roof, and there's just like a swarm
Yeah.
of them. Like, it was terrifying. But they did it great because like you knew what they were going to look like already. So they just went, cool, we'll fuck you up with more of them.
Yeah.
And then number 3, haha, back to 1.
yeah.
Back
Apart
to
from
1.
that, Queen.
Hey,
yeah.
that wasn't in number 3.
Alien Queen was in number 3, wasn't it?
No, number 2.
That was in 2 and in
No, Ripley becomes the Queen.
No, Ripley had a queen inside her,
right.
but she jumped into the lava pit.
And then was cloned.
Sigourney Weaver is a queen.
I was going to say
Hell
all,
yeah.
all women are queens.
Yes. But yeah, okay, next one.
Can't remember.
Have any of you actually seen this game at all?
Which one?
I
Stanley
mean-
Parable.
No.
Indica.
Indica.
Indica comes out in September, $45 game.
Oh,
Is that
boy.
a strain of marijuana?
Oh, it is, but this is not that.
You play a third-person story-driven game set in alternative Russia at the turn of the 19th century, whatever that is, where religious visions clash with the harsh
19th.
reality. Indica tells the story of a young nun who sets off on a journey of self-discovery with the most unusual companion by her side, the devil himself. How cool does that sound?
So this game is like a art film as a video game. It is weird.
So Coda and I watched, this is months ago now, someone got hold of an alpha build of this, and we watched a playthrough of it, and we were both like, this is really interesting.
It's so cinematic.
Yeah, so story-based. Like, this is the sort of thing that would benefit from... Not would benefit from, that's the wrong term. This is the sort of thing I could see you getting really into, Floppy.
Yeah.
This is the sort of cinematic puzzler, sort of like third-person game I think you'd really dig.
Yeah, that's why I'm here for. This is, So you get to, it's got an imaginative story, a dark sense of humor, join a young nun, Indica, on a journey. I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. I don't know, though.
Indica, yeah.
Indica. On a journey of self-discovery, meet the devil himself as Indica's unlikely travel companion, explore the hidden depths of her soul while tackling unique puzzle elements and travel through surreal landscapes of Russia seen in a distorted mirror. That's cool.
So the first task that you get in this game is you have to collect water from the well. That's
Yes.
it. That's all you got. That's the first thing you got to do in this game.
Oh, good. It's like Shemune.
I wonder what
And-
fucks you up.
So are you ready?
dare
So
say
you
bad
do it,
things about Shenmue.
and you have to do it. I think 4 or 5 times, and nothing happens.
But is it because you're always waiting for something to happen?
Oh, extremely.
So they build
So it's
tension.
basically when you play Gone Home for the first time and
Yes.
you're walking around just waiting for something to eat your face off
Yes.
and nothing ever does.
But you're constantly tense because
Yes.
of it? Yeah.
you go.
So I'll skip to the first bit of gameplay, which has the first moment that really jumps out and gets you. So it's after you've collected 5 pails of water, and then they pour the water out in front of you.
Do it
Cool.
again.
Cool, fun. And then you get this moment. I'm keen to see your reactions.
Good podcast material.
Are you
Oh,
ready?
they should be watching.
Here you go.
There's a little dude in there.
You ready?
Little mouth man.
It just suddenly jumps out at you.
He waves hello. It seems like a very pleasant chap. Hello there. Do you know what this is?
What the fuck?
You're a goody goody two shoes, Ash. I'm evil Ash.
Ash.
You're goody little two shoes.
But yeah,
like the Pillsbury
how cool
Doughboy.
it's like it's going to be.
Looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
You remind me of the Doughboy. If I push your tummy, you get.
That's one of my favourite quotes from Evil Dead 3 comes out of that scene.
Okay.
He just pulls the boomstick out and shoots Evil Ash's head off and goes, good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
And then the other one is when after he's unleashed the Necronomicon, he
Yes.
didn't say the words correctly.
Yes.
And he's coming back and everyone's cheering. We go, yeah, yeah. He goes, yeah, 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 yeah. And they're all cheering. And he gets his hand and puts it on someone's face and goes, get the fuck out of my face. It's like, yes, Bruce Campbell. Oh, you know, that was the first movie I made Jazz watch with me.
Wow, that was...
And she's still with me.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah.
But yeah, this is coming $45.
Cool. Watch Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. Great time.
Good stuff. All right, Ben, you want to read the next one?
Braden, have you seen Army of Darkness?
No, I've seen Evil Dead, the original.
You need to watch Army of
Number
Darkness.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I would
This-
request to watch it with you.
Is my boomstick.
Yeah, I know the moment, but
Because,
that's kind of
no, I think watching that film will explain me to you perfectly.
Okay.
All right, Stanley Parable. We all know what the Stanley Parable is.
Parable?
Ben, can you pronounce it, please?
Parables.
I think you'll find
Sure.
it's Parable.
It's not like a Spanish wrestler.
It's Parable the Rape. The Stanley Parable the
Bitty, bitty, bitty.
Rape Ultra Deluxe is a first-person exploration game. It's an expanded reimagining of the critically acclaimed, award-winning indie game, the Stanley Parable, from 2013. When a simple-minded individual named Stanley discovers that these co-workers in his office have mysteriously vanished, he sets off to find the answers. You will play as Stanley, and you will not play as Stanley. You will make a choice, and you will have your choices taken from you. The game will end. The game will never end. Contradiction follows contradiction. The rules of how games should work are broken, and then broken again. You are not here to win. The Stanley Parable
Parable.
is a game that plays you.
Have any of you? So, how many of you guys have played the original game?
I have never finished it. I have played bits of it.
Okay.
Ditto.
So you understand it.
Yes.
So Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe
Parable.
is
The rappy.
so good because you get a ton of really great moments. They specifically make fun of the fact that it's a sequel.
So it's very meta.
Oh, extremely. There is a section. This is slight spoilers.
6,
If you don't want
shouldn't.
slight spoilers for Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Listen to the podcast.
you can get to a moment in which they're discussing the Stanley Parable and its release, and you go through a whole bunch of moments that discuss reboots and remakes and sequels and everything.
And the whole time it's going...
And the narrator's back, and the narrator's fantastic. There's an entire section where you walk... I'm trying to find it in the scrubbing through. There's a section where you walk through...
Like reviews and stuff?
All the Steam reviews.
Yeah.
Here we go. So all the Steam
The Steam
reviews are
review
there,
shed.
and they discuss all of them. Well, not all of them. They bring up a bunch of the like really bad ones.
That's awesome.
It's gold. So it's just like, oh. And these are all real reviews.
Wow, that's
I love
amazing, actually. That is for me. Can I just bring up the names that we could have also said, as quoted by Michael Towns? Stanley the Parappa the Rapper, Stanley
said that
Paddle
one.
Pop, Standing Platypus. Fantastic work. Ben
Very
hit those
good.
ones. But yeah, this is coming out at $50 next month. Next month, as in like in a few days.
It's very good.
Very cool. Last one on the list is called The Eternal Life of Goldman. Anto, I thought this might be up your alley, maybe. It comes out in December. It's $50. The Eternal Life of Goldman is a vibrant yet dark adventure that weaves together legends, fairy tales, and myths. It takes the genre at an unusual angle and offers something unexpected at every turn. You arrive at the archipelago on a strange mission to kill the deity, a mystical creature that everyone talks about.
This animation is top notch.
No
by the
one
way.
has seen. Isn't it great? It looks like an anime. To find the deity, you will have to delve deep into the many secrets these islands keep. You will discover a place marked by tragedy and filled with eccentric characters and remarkable contrasts. Upgrade your cane with new parts and unlock new abilities to explore the hidden corners of the archipelago and face incredible creatures. I feel like this is kind of like what things like Spyro and that would be now, if they were made now. If that makes sense.
I'm going to need some gameplay. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
I can see what you
Silence.
mean. Yeah, it's definitely... It looks to me like it's taking from Donkey Kong Country things like... what's it called? Blanking.
DuckTales.
Woo!
DuckTales. No,
But
there's another game.
I get like Little Nightmares vibes and stuff, like for the kind of game.
Definitely Little Nightmares.
Not the
It looks
themes, of course.
kind of like Cuphead a little bit
Yeah.
as far as animation is
I
concerned.
can see that.
I can see a bit of that.
But Rayman Origins, there we go.
Oh, yes,
That's
okay.
the thing that
Yep.
stuck out to me initially. Like, it's
How-
very Rayman Origins-y.
How beautiful is it?
Yeah, gorgeous to look at.
And it's coming out $50, physical.
Yeah, I'd have to play it first. If there's a demo, that would be the
You got to buy it
deciding
first.
factor.
You can play it. Not allowed to steal things.
Demo.
Demo.
Yeah, no,
that
it
is
looks cool.
my section. Size doesn't matter because small games that cost less than $100 can be cool.
Thank you for that, Floppy. There were a couple games in there that I had not seen.
I hadn't
welcome.
seen any of them except for Indica, so yeah.
I can't
and
pronounce
some
parable.
Parable.
Was there any in there that you lot hadn't seen that you were like, yeah, I'll play that?
Well, I had seen Shim.
Dustborn?
Dustborn I hadn't seen in ages, and seeing more of it made me want to play it more.
Cool.
So an immediate one out of that list that I will play and probably love, because I was all like, prior to seeing it, yeah, games need to have like a specific art direction and stand out.
Shim?
Absolutely.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
And Eternal Life of Goldman. Again, not something I would buy for $60 like without knowing what it feels like to play. But if there's a demo for it and it's good, absolutely.
Surely the Switch will have a demo.
I'd probably take
probably.
a chance on Shim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you would like Shim.
All right. Speaking of liking things, it's time for the segment that no one likes, and that's Quiz on Your Face.
Hey!
I'm back in control with the reins firmly in my hand. Thank you, Michael Towns and Dylan the Villain, you fastidious, backstabbing bastards.
Hey, they gave you their questions last week.
They did indeed, but they
They
held
also
a
gave them
secret
to
from us.
me. That was fun. I really enjoyed doing that.
Big fan of having things sprung on me without me knowing.
No, you're not.
Do really love that.
Really
Really,
surprises.
really love.
Come on, you got to say, was it fun being on the other end of the stick for once?
No, because I'm sitting there constantly going, I don't know shit.
You
did good.
scored a bunch of points.
For questions that were very specifically skewed to my interests.
So
I
then
think-
you would have liked it.
Next show, you should let me quiz you all.
Next show?
Oh, it will be
Next
music
show.
and
Yep,
none of
we'll
us
do that.
will know.
No.
Absolutely. Next show, we'll do that.
Next show?
100%. Next show, yep.
Not next show, the one after.
No,
'cause I'm
we
not here
can't
next
because we
week.
got other things there.
You should let me quiz you all, but I will case over questions to your interests.
My God.
And none of us will get them right.
And they won't be music based.
Townsy likes my They Live glasses. Yes, I can see all of the aliens.
All right, here we go. Quiz on your face. That's right. Big surprise. Huge twist. Ben's not human. Multiple choice, 4 questions. Yell out your name after I've got my joke in, and everyone can go home happy. Here we go.
That's what she said.
After you've got your joke in.
Is that what you call it?
All right, question number 1. Oh, we better go through the scores. What are we on? Jazz is on 1, Angie's on 3, Zach's on 4, I'm on 6, motherfucker. Braden's on 13, Anto's on 13, and Floppy's on 16. So it's very close, apart from me.
I'm
Pac-Man.
going to take my glasses off so I can't see out of my
That's why I
peripheral
put my sunnies on.
Pac-Man on the Atari famously had a blue background.
A blue black cloud. A
Blue
blue black
black
cloud.
cloud.
A blue black cloud.
Blue black
Stanley
cloud.
Hey, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah, that's right. Have you know I'm drunk. Instead of using a
Cordial.
usual black background. Why was this? So why did I have a blue background instead of a black background? A, they were racist. B, test audiences were racists. C, it was an unofficial sequel that took place under the ocean. Or D, Atari had a rule that only black backgrounds could be used in space games.
Anto.
Oh,
Floppy again.
Anto.
I think Floppy got his F in just before Anto got the A.
Floppy's known to get his F in.
Before Anto gets the A.
Before Andrew gets the A. Shit, I forgot. Can you read him again?
A,
Just the last 2, because the first 2 were rubbish.
Okay. It was an unofficial sequel that took place under the ocean, or Atari had a rule that only black backgrounds could be used in space games.
I'm going to go with D, because it does sound like something Atari would say.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like
Did
that.
they always keep that rule for the length of the
Yeah, well, I mean, they
games,
had a
or-
palette color of 3, so I guess
Yeah,
you
sure.
have to have.
You sort of have to.
All right,
Makes
Pretty
sense.
sure they didn't stick to that because the Indiana Jones game on Atari 2600 had several black backgrounds.
Was that for nighttime?
No, it was just all the time.
Yeah, that was off black. It wasn't black.
It was charcoal grey.
Okay, next one's from Dylan the Villain.
Dylan the villain.
Dylan the Villain! In Mass Effect 3,
Oh, shit.
which Australian city is mentioned to be completely wiped out by the Reapers? Is it A, Sydney, B, Melbourne, C, Brisbane, or D, Adelaide?
Floppy.
Anto.
Adelaide.
Correct!
Fuck off. I was about to say, well, it's not Adelaide, because who the fuck would ever know what that is?
It's not Adelaide
Really?
because it is already wiped off the map.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Did they really say that?
Yeah, there's
Dylan-
literally a report.
Yep, if you enter the starboard cargo hold at the right time, you'll hear the reporter who joined you with breaking news that Adelaide, Australia, has been completely wiped out by the Reapers.
And everyone that played that game ever that didn't live in Australia went, where?
As the game is set over 100 years in the future, Adelaide had a population of over 3 million. I think it was a joke on Dylan's behalf. Incidentally, Adelaide is also mentioned in the original Sandman series by Neil Gaiman. There you go.
Cool.
There you go. Was it because he called us the most livable city?
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds very positive for a Neil Gaiman.
Which musical icon did the Doom composer take influence from for the game? Can you tell I rushed when I wrote this question?
Yeah.
Because
you just had to
I
rewrite
was just
it in your
live
head.
editing it.
So say the question again.
Which musical icon did the composer of Doom take influence from when developing the music for the game?
As in original Doom or?
The original Doom.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. A, Alice in Chains. B, Black Sabbath. C, Prince. Or D, all of the
Anto.
above. That wasn't when I finished.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I
Yes,
said
it was.
all and you said Anto.
Come on.
So let's go other two.
Fuck's sake. This game sucks.
Anyone? Braden?
Can I request
Say your name first, God damn
Floppy.
it. Yes, Braden.
Prince.
Incorrect.
Floppy.
Floppy?
Could I hear the remaining three answers, please?
Alice in Chains.
Yep.
Black Sabbath.
Yep.
All of the above.
Is that in the correct order?
Correct.
Do I have to say the letter or just the answer?
Whatever.
All of them.
All of the above?
Damn it.
You're
Alice in
correct.
Chains. Oh, cool.
I should have held off then.
I
because think
actually
you
would
would've-
not have guessed Prince, but Alice in Chains and the other one, yes.
Yeah, see, I very purposely made two that were very close together.
yeah.
Just to try and throw you.
You almost got me.
Yeah, almost. Anyway, here's Michael Towns.
Play by the rules, Anto.
I was playing by the rules.
Just jump the gun, mate.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
right.
hard to infer that all of the is followed by above.
Yes,
What if he was
but
about to say all of the ones I'm about to say
Yeah.
now?
all of us. What if God was all of us?
You guys are
just a
just-
slob
you're just-
like one of us.
You're just hampering me because you know I'm going to get it.
Well, be the first time.
No worries,
unfair.
Captain 13.
Just unfair. fine.
Including the logo itself. How many spheres in total are on the cover of the GameCube version of Super Monkey Ball?
Oh, Jesus.
Is it A, 16,
Oh, really? I thought,
B,
thought you'd know this.
15, C, 14, or D, sphere-based...
Dear.
sphere, dear. D, sphere-based monkey balls are a lie spread by NASA working with the globalist elites. Monkey balls are actually trapezoids.
God damn it.
Can you repeat the?
Yeah, I've lost the other ones now.
16, 15, 14.
Anto,
Yes, Anto.
15.
Incorrect.
Braden,
Yes, Braden.
14.
Incorrect.
Floppy.
Yes, Floppy.
What was D again? 16.
You are correct.
Well done. Well done.
Wow. So at the end of that round,
That's too many.
Jazz won.
Many spheres.
Three too many.
That's the name of my favourite sitcom. Too many spheres. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. You walk in. Hey ho. No.
Hi,
Jazz is on
everyone.
1. Angie's on 3. Zach's on 4. Ben's on 6. Braden didn't get shit. It's on 13. Anto also shitless. And Floppy with all the shit on 19.
Didn't Anto get one?
No. No,
Yeah,
Anto
no,
got it wrong.
I answered and got one wrong.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hang on. No, I didn't.
Hang on, let's go through them again.
Can't remember.
All right, let's start the game again. Anyway,
I got ready to do that.
plugs. Plugging.
No, I did. I got one.
You did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on
I'm sure
14.
he got.
I got
Alright.
the Adelaide one.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
it's true. He did.
Yeah, but it's Adelaide, so no one really wins. Floppy,
Why
you
do you all
got anything to
hate your
plug?
city so much?
You live here.
I love
Yeah, it's
Adelaide.
great.
I love Adelaide. It's the greatest big country town. I
Sydney's
love
a
it.
spaghetti pile of shit. Melbourne's boring.
Melbourne
has the worst weather.
Melbourne, what should makes everyone want to neck themselves?
Wow. Okay.
It's so depressing.
All right, and Brayden, what do you?
Adelaide.
Yeah. The youth know where it is.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, youth. What do you want to plug? Youth person.
Oh, me.
Yes, the
Yeah.
young
That's
person.
me.
Youth.
Well, I highly recommend going over to the wonderful folks at Greenlight Comics. You should come support my comic buying addiction. No, but for real, there's really good stuff coming out. It's really cool. There's a Cult of the Lamb comic book coming out.
Oh!
And if this loads, it was Dan's recommendation. Cult of the Lamb comic book. It looks exactly like
That's
the art
cool.
from the game. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And then I also want to plug, of course, Millennial Movie Talk, movie, TV show, podcast. I wasn't on the most recent episode, but they discussed Alien Romulus and tap water.
And tap water.
Yep. It's
I can't hear
lively
Romulus
discussion.
stuff.
But
so
yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I've got
But,
some stuff to say on tap water.
Oh,
Adelaide tap water.
yeah.
Second worst in Australia.
How so?
It
The
is
fluoride
so
is good for you.
No, it is so hard that it actually corrodes the machine. It calcifies any kind of machine that has water. So you should have filtration units on all your dishwashers and etc. Otherwise, it will clog up with calcification. Perth is the worst, and Melbourne actually has the best. So there you go.
At least we can
I guess
drink
Melbourne
tap
had to have
water.
something that was good.
Sorry, what now?
At least we can drink tap water, unlike the Americans.
Well, they can drink it. It's just that
They'll die.
Yeah.
So you get to do it once.
All right, Ento, plugging.
Nothing much as far as socials are concerned, but the Hack The Dino Twitch account will be getting some action. I will be streaming
Right up there.
Pokemon Heart Gold tomorrow,
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Who's your
Haven't
starter
decided
going
yet.
to be? Who's your starter?
I don't know, because I spent the last week and a half customizing a ROM file and turning it into a randomizer. So it's going to be
I don't know what that means.
randomized Nuzlocke playthrough. So every Pokemon that I encounter will be randomized, including
God.
starters.
Aren't they all? Isn't that normal?
No. This is like you could pick your starter Pokemon instead of one of the 3 that you can get. It could be Rayquaza.
So my test of the ROM after I did the customization, the 3 choices I had for the starter on the Fire Red file that I tried were Poochyena,
Okay.
Pidgey,
Yep.
and Mewtwo.
So you went Pidgey because you had the coolest hair, right?
So I started with Mewtwo.
Yoda.
That's gold.
But yeah, so it's going to be randomized Nuzlocke. So for anyone not familiar with Nuzlockes, you can only catch 1 Pokemon per new area.
Do you have to catch the first Pokemon, or you can choose?
No, you have to catch the first Pokemon you
First one.
encounter after
Yep.
you're able to catch them.
Yep.
If the Pokemon faints in battle, they are considered dead or on a farm for people who don't like to imagine
To the
animals
grinder.
dying.
To the grinder with you.
And if every Pokemon faints, it's game over. You have to start again.
Yep.
So we're going to see how that goes.
This goes back to the difficulty thing. That sounds not fun.
They have other ones. Like there was one that I did a while ago, where it was based on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You can
So-
only catch like within your certain element.
That's
stuff
right.
like
So
that.
you can.
Oh, so if you have a grass Pokemon, you can only catch
Yeah.
grass
Yeah.
Pokemon.
So like you had.
Could you, if you were grass, could you catch like a what is it, a ground?
Yeah, grass ground. So that if you were fire, you could obviously have. I think it was dark Pokemon and fire Pokemon. Obviously, air was earth.
Could you have
and-
lightning
Yeah, I think that was part of
or electric
fire
or whatever it was?
Yeah. Anyway, it was a real good time, real fun. I did a couple of years back. Did a Nuzlocke run.
What are the actual starters from Heart Gold?
Totodile.
Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita.
Yep.
That's right, because I played Soul Silver and I was Chikorita.
Yep. And also, you played Soul Silver, and we've told this story many times. But
Yeah.
we looked at a picture of Machop once on the show, and Floppy went, "Why is he not green?"
Yeah.
And we went, "What?
I just thought that was normal.
He's supposed to be green." I went, "Floppy, that's the shiny." He goes, "Oh, guess I had a shiny then."
Yeah, I don't know if it was
1 in 5,000 chance.
But does it act differently?
No.
Is it
No.
stronger?
You have a little bit of star sparkle.
And who gives a shit? Doesn't do anything
It's
different.
literally just bragging rights to say that you have such a rare thing.
I don't know if it's bragging rights when you come across them by luck.
Oh, no, it's fun. I shiny hunt.
Yeah, same.
I shiny hunt, and it's a good time. Are you going to shiny
You say
hunt?
shiny hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, we did
Well, I
different
can't
things.
shiny hunt on Nuzlocke
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you can't too.
Can't.
Oh,
unless I get one by pure chance.
hang on. So when you say Nuzlocke, when you would go, each area, you
So
can
routes.
own. You can what?
So you have Route 1, Route 2, Route 3.
Yeah, I thought you said rat. So you come in contact with the
surprise me.
first Pokemon, you catch that Pokemon. You can't catch
Can't
any
catch
other.
anything else in that area.
So just
until
that you
move
can
on to the
catch
next
more
place.
of that type of Pokemon.
Nope.
Nope.
That's it. One Pokemon.
One Pokemon.
Yep.
So
What if you get a shit one?
Too bad.
It's just too bad.
Make it work.
This is why it's...
You know what? Fucking let it die.
This is why it's an interesting challenge, because, like, well, if you faint it, you don't get to catch anything else in that zone. You can only catch the first Pokemon.
Not in Heart
So,
Gold, Braden.
yeah.
I think you'll find it centred.
Super interesting. And
Okay.
it's the reason I'm doing it is because A, it's funny, and you have to nickname your Pokemon, which like deepens the emotional bond.
Are you going to let the viewers choose the names?
Yes. But the reason I'm doing the Nuzlocke challenge is because I've played like the first 3 or 4 generations of Pokemon so many times that I can breeze through them normally
Yeah.
without challenge.
So that would be not good if it would be not fun to watch if I played them, because I don't know where I'm going with those things of doing. So Thomas is playing Violet, Pokemon Violet at the moment, and he changes the names of all the Pokemon, and I fucking hate it because now I don't know what they are. Like, he's like, "What's this Pokemon?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know," because it's called
Gregory.
Squiggle Face. Like, I don't know what it is. Oh, like, stop changing the names. Although then he's got one, and he's named it Dad.
Oh, is it the rat?
No,
No.
no, it was
It's Reggie Rock.
I don't know what it was because I fucking can't read the name.
What does it look like? Describe it to me. I'll see if I can guess
can't
it.
remember now. I'll get a photo of it next time he's
No,
over
just
playing.
describe it.
I don't remember.
All right. So I reckon it's a ghost type.
What? Why? Because I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is that indicative
That's
of
right.
ghost types? Means
they-
you can't remember what they were?
Yes, that's right. They used amnesia. It was super effective.
But surely there's one with better hair.
All right, Floppy, where do you want to plug?
I can plug stuff. I can plug my Instagram, where I've just decided to take better photos.
Oh, that's a novel
I don't know if
idea.
you can see the difference.
Yes,
You might not like the difference, but I don't care. So it's my Instagram where I pop up photos of games that I've bought at some point in time and forgotten to take photos of. I did have a cool pickup the other day at one of the local game stores here, EB Games. They're doing a charity run at the moment. They do it every year where they collect money for the Starlight Children's Foundation, which is an awesome charity. I donate to each year. And someone had donated to a table a Shovel Knight amiibo, which I don't have, so I donated
Super hard to get now as well.
donated a bunch of money and got a Shovel Knight amiibo, so that was cool. Also, I had at some point throughout the last couple of weeks picked up a couple of Switch games,
I can't believe you got Dragon Quest. Like
1, 2, and 3. Like
you of all people to play 1, 2, and 3 Dragon Quest. Holy crap.
I got it more because it's you can't get it here, and I kind of like multi-pack things. I don't know if that's weird. It's a weird thing. I feel
It's a
like,
Akira Toriyama art, so you're not going to
I
go
do
wrong.
like the art a lot. I don't know how much of the games I'll play. I will definitely try them. But
that art isn't indicative of what's on the inside, by the way.
that's what I thought. But also, it's a weird thing. I see value for money because it's got 3 games, and I'm like, well, I need to get that. It's value for money. It's,
Not a boomer at all.
If
That's
I had
classic right there.
If I had to like give you a scale of how difficult these games are compared to other RPG series,
yes.
Final Fantasy is like middle of the road, super approachable for most people.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest is the hardcore equivalent, sitting
Fuck.
at like the other end.
With much more 8-bit graphics.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give him a shot anyway because I always hear good things about Dragon Quest, and I found it. I came across it. And it's
think-
something that never got released here.
I think tonally and aesthetically, you would get a major kick out of the most recent one, Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
Just because it's a modern 3D in the same sort of style, like, you know, it looks like a 3D Dragon Ball game kind of thing. And it's much, much more approachable than these older ones. So if you do like this but deem these ones a bit too difficult, try 11.
Cool. Oh, I actually like that. Kind of, yeah, that looks cool. It gave me early Zelda vibes.
Yeah. You can see stuff I do over on Super Retro Squad. I go out every Sunday and go looking for stuff to...
I came out with you.
You did. Floppy came out last weekend. That was a good fun time.
Stupidly, yeah. I'm going to do it again, but I did it before work.
Yeah, that
I
was...
worked on the Sunday, and we went out, and Ben's like, yeah, we'll be at the markets at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, no, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I started work at 9 and didn't finish until
And you rode your
5.
bike to work, which was even...
I got home and then rode my bike to work and then got home at like, you know.
So as you can see on the screen here, I put a lot of effort into my thumbnails. And it started out as an experiment. We actually got a good result out of it. So I went, all right, I'll keep doing that for a bit. And, you know, some hit really well. We get a couple of thousand views, some not so much. So that starts to worry me. And then I put shorts up. And they're things like whenever we pick up a like Wii or a console, Julian or I, when we go out, sometimes people leave games in there. So when they do, we go, oh, what's in the Wii? And we plug it in and have the game come out.
70% water.
Hit the old ejecto-cedo button.
Yes, and sometimes most of the time it's Wii Sports. I'm not gonna
No
lie.
one laughed at Floppy's joke.
I didn't hear it. What?
I didn't care for
was
it.
What's
really
in the
good.
Wii? It's like 70% water
Ah, that's gross.
and some ammonia.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so I do that. Go have a look.
What is...
What, the
The
girl?
random lady
Yeah.
is very funny. It's a
Oh,
very funny edit.
Floppy, if you haven't seen this video, you've
haven't
got to
seen
watch
that
it.
video?
Why have you got Wii, Xbox, PS3, Wii, thirsty woman? Can
There's a reason for it.
It's very
Floppy,
we've
you got to watch
it
this
after.
video. It's
we
so
not watch
good.
it now?
No, because
No.
you need sound.
Okay.
We'll
watch
show you after. But you
So
should head on over to Super Retro Squad on YouTube and you can have a look at that or check us out on Ye Oldie TikTok. And you can also check out Mr. Benjamin on the old Instagram where there's that pickup that I got last weekend. That was cool.
Box
Yeah,
of
that was
stuff.
good. That was after I'd left you.
Yeah, so that was from one garage sale.
So good.
I walked into this garage sale. It was the only one I could find because I was just driving
That
around for an
Nintendo
hour or
game
two.
you got at the markets.
Oh, the Nintendo game I got at the markets, yes. But I was driving, and the Tarzos as well.
Yep.
But I was driving around, and there was a garage sale, and I walked in there, and they had boxes and stuff out there. And, hello, how you going? And I looked down, and I saw some Assassin's Creed figures. I went, oh, video games. And I said, oh, have you got any other video game stuff? And they said, we got more of these. And I said, oh, like any consoles? Oh, yeah, we got a Xbox. Would you be interested in an Xbox? And I said, oh, yeah. And she goes, oh, it won't be, cheap or anything. I said, oh, that's okay. Bring it out. I'll have a look. And if I can't afford it, I'll let you know. And she goes, oh, okay. So her husband went in to get that. And then I was looking through these boxes and I opened one up and there was a Ninja Turtle figure in there. And I went, oh, hello. And then right next to it was one with about 10 Street Sharks in it. And I went, oh, okay. How much are these? And she went, oh, $10. And I said, oh, $10 per figure? And she goes, no, $10 per box. Okay. Yep. I'll take them. Thank you. Then they brought out the Xbox, and it was an original Xbox. And I said, "Oh, how much are you after?" And they
I
said,
really thought this story was going. They were saying it was an Xbox and it was a Nintendo game.
Wait. They brought out the Xbox. How much do you want? $150. Okay, it's a bit too much for me, but if you put a price on it, someone will come and show some interest in that. That's not a problem. So I was chatting to them for a bit, and they go, "Oh, we've got a PlayStation. Would you mind having a look at the PlayStation for us?"
Here you go, Braden.
And I said, "Yeah, sure, bring it out." And out it came. Put it down on the table. Oh, that's actually a GameCube. That's not a PlayStation. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Would you be interested in a GameCube? Yes, I would.
That's so good.
Okay, how much would you pay for it? I don't know. What do you think? So the two
I hate
boxes.
that question.
Yeah, I so do I.
Because I'll be like, cool,
So good.
$10.
Well,
Don't ask me.
They
Tell me.
said, looked at it, and they just went, oh, $70? I went, yep, that's not a problem here. So for $70, I got that entire contents besides the Super Nintendo and the Tarzos.
God damn.
That's so good.
It was great. I had a hell of a time cleaning all those things, I can tell you.
Gross.
But we've been Hack the Dino for
Check with the
now.
washing machine.
For now.
Hack the Dino for now. We will be announcing very, very soon what we're rebranding as. We've got the name. We've got the logo.
We've got the domain.
No, we don't yet.
Oh, don't we?
I haven't got that
Shit,
yet.
we
We got the
probably should do
YouTube.
that.
Yeah, well, I should jump on that. I have to wait till more Patreon money comes through. Michael Towns.
Damn. Wow. Wow.
As our
You can
glorious
literally see the
benefactor.
You can see the dollar signs in his eyes. Ding, 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 ding.
And all our other beloved Patreons. Floppy, who are they?
All of the people.
A lot of their
where's
names
the
are going
list?
across
Where's
the
the
bottom
list?
of the screen. Constantly.
We have Seth, aka Sutek. We've got Ash Knight, Karen Knight, Dylan the Villain, Triple Indy, Mike Towns, Game Boy Dad.
So we will be coming at you in a time that is soon.
On you. At
In
you.
4D.
And we'll be announcing to you just before the Adelaide Comic and Toy Fair the revamped Hack the Dino. Look forward to that. And also look forward to Floppy's beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Floppy?
Oh, say, can you say? Oh, say, can you say? Say, can you say? Say, woo, yeah.
Keep going.
No, I'm done.